Have you ever caught yourself wondering, is it really possible to feel better with age? Maybe you've noticed your energy doesn't bounce back quite like it used to, or you find yourself longing for a sense of purpose and vitality that once felt second nature. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and there's something powerful you can do about it starting today. You see, in different corners of the world, there are places where people regularly live well into their 90s and even past 100, and they're not just surviving, they're thriving. These places are known as blue zones, and the people who live there have something special in common. They move with ease, laugh often, eat with joy, and stay deeply connected to the people and purpose in their lives. What's even more amazing is this: their secrets aren't locked away in labs or fancy supplements. They're simple daily habits, ones you can start right now, no matter your age. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 life-changing lessons from the world's longest living communities. Think of it as a gentle roadmap, not to add years to your life, but life to your years. So let's start with the first shift you can make today. It all begins with moving naturally. Now, I'm not talking about training for a marathon or joining an intense gym. In places like Okinawa, Japan, or Nicoya, Costa Rica, people don't even think of exercise the way we do. Instead, they move because life invites them to. They garden, they cook their meals from scratch, they walk to visit friends. Movement is just part of the rhythm of their day. The good news? You don't need to uproot your life to make this shift. A short walk after breakfast, stretching while your coffee brews, or tending to your garden in the late afternoon, these are the small natural movements that keep your body engaged and your joints happy. And the best part? These gentle movements don't just help your physical health, they lift your mood, calm your nerves, and remind you that your body was made to move with grace and ease. Now, as you begin to move more, there's something else that can make all the difference: having a reason to wake up in the morning. In the blue zones, this is known as ikigai in Japan or plan de vida in Costa Rica. It's that spark of purpose, whether it's caring for a grandchild, volunteering at your local center, painting again after decades, or simply being someone others can lean on. You might be thinking, but what if I'm not sure what my purpose is anymore? That's perfectly okay. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be as small as preparing a nourishing meal, or as heartfelt as calling an old friend just to check in. When you give your time and heart to something or someone, even in the smallest way, your days start to feel fuller, and your life more meaningful. So, if you felt a little stuck lately, try this. Write down one small thing that makes you feel useful or needed. Then do that thing, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day. Over time, those 10 minutes begin to reshape your outlook, and your health follows right behind. Because what you eat truly shapes how you feel, not just in your body, but in your mind and mood too. In blue zones, meals aren't rushed or eaten in front of the TV. They're an experience, colorful, nourishing, and shared. And what's on their plates? Mostly plants. But don't worry. This doesn't mean giving up everything you love or going full vegetarian overnight. It means leaning into foods that come from the earth. Beans, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, fresh fruits, nuts. These aren't exotic ingredients. They're simple, familiar, and packed with the nutrients your body craves, especially as you age. In Okinawa, for example, elders enjoy a bowl of vegetable soup with turmeric, tofu, and seaweed. In Ikaria, Greece, it might be lentils with garlic, olive oil, and herbs from the garden. The secret isn't just in what they eat, but how they eat. They cook at home, they eat slowly. And perhaps most importantly, they stop eating when they're about 80% full. Imagine what would change if you just paused halfway through your next meal and asked yourself, am I still hungry, or just used to finishing everything on my plate? That one moment of awareness can help your body stay in balance and prevent the sluggish, overstuffed feeling we've all experienced at one time or another. And food becomes even more powerful when it's part of something larger, a sense of community. In every blue zone, no matter how different the culture or climate, one thing remains constant. People don't age alone. They gather regularly. They belong to circles of friends who check in on each other, laugh together, share meals, and celebrate life's small moments. Think about the people in your life who lift your spirits. Maybe it's a neighbor who waves every morning, a friend from your walking group, or even someone you've reconnected with online. These relationships aren't just good for the soul, they're good for your heart, your memory, your longevity, and here's something interesting. In Sardinia, Italy, men in their 90s often gather in the village square each day, not to talk about their aches and pains, but to share stories, play cards, and tease each other like old friends. That daily connection, just showing up, being seen and being valued, makes a difference that no medicine can replace. So, if you've felt isolated or disconnected lately, this might be your sign. Call someone today. Write a letter, join a mom group, even a virtual one, or simply strike up a conversation the next time you're out. You might be surprised how much people are waiting to connect, just like you, building relationships, eating mindfully, and finding movement in your daily life. These are more than habits. They're foundations. And there's one more powerful lesson that ties all of them together. It's quiet, but deeply healing, and it's something that too often gets overlooked in today's fast-paced world. Rest. But not just the kind of rest you get from closing your eyes at night, though that's certainly important. In the blue zones, rest is woven into the very fabric of daily life. It's about slowing down, taking deep breaths, and allowing the mind and body to reset, even in the middle of the day. In Loma Linda, California, for example, a community of Seventh-day Adventists honors a Sabbath day of rest every single week. No errands, no distractions, just quiet reflection, family time, walks in nature, and a sense of spiritual recharge. This simple practice helps them live, on average, 7 to 10 years longer than the typical American. Why? Because their bodies aren't constantly running on stress and adrenaline. They have space to breathe. And in Okinawa, elders have a custom of sitting quietly each morning before the day begins. Some might call it prayer, others call it intention setting. Either way, it's a pause, a moment of peace before the noise of the world starts up again. In these cultures, rest isn't seen as lazy or unproductive, it's necessary. It's wise. Now, I know life doesn't always make it easy to slow down. There are errands, appointments, responsibilities. But even 5 quiet minutes with a cup of tea, sitting in your favorite chair with no phone or television, can work wonders for your nervous system. You might even notice your heart rate slowing, your shoulders relaxing, your thoughts softening. And when you string together these 5 habits, natural movement, a strong sense of purpose, nourishing food, meaningful connection, and intentional rest, they begin to reshape how you live each day. Not just physically, but emotionally. You start to feel a kind of quiet confidence that comes from treating your body and spirit with care. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds lovely, but can I really make these changes at my age? The answer is a gentle but firm yes. In fact, now may be the best time. You've lived enough life to know what matters. You've earned the right to live in a way that honors your health, your time, and your joy. Start small. One change at a time. Maybe tonight, you choose to eat dinner a little more slowly. Tomorrow, you take a short walk after breakfast. Next week, you call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Over time, these moments add up. They begin to shape your routine. Then your routine shapes your life. And the truth is, the people in blue zones aren't doing anything extraordinary. They've just built their lives around the things that really matter: movement, purpose, nourishment, connection, and rest. You can do the same, right from where you are, starting today. So as we wrap up, I hope you feel a little more inspired, a little more empowered. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Small steps are powerful. Small steps lead to lasting change. If any of this resonated with you, if you're feeling ready to make one small change, go ahead and share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what speaks to you most. And if you found this video helpful, consider giving it a like and subscribing for more simple, uplifting advice designed just for you.